Hi, my name is Sanjana, and I'm back with Chapter 3 of the Brain Facts book, Movement. I would like to go through some basic definitions to make this chapter easier to understand. Our first word is joint. Any movement in the human body comes from joints, at which two parts of the skeleton are fitted together. Our next word is flexor. Flexors are the muscles that bend at a joint, bringing the bones closer together. And extensors are the muscles that straighten the joint. In this image below, the flexor is the bicep and the extensor is the tricep. So as you can see, the flexor is bringing the two bones closer together. Our second slide of basic definitions. The muscles that promote movement are called an agonist, and those that oppose movement are called the antagonists. In the picture here, you can see that the biceps are relaxed so that the basketball player in this image can shoot, and they are the antagonists, and the triceps in this image are contracted, and they're the agonists. And in a second example, in this image are the hamstrings and quadriceps. So the hamstrings in this image are the antagonists and the quadriceps are the agonists. The next word is the alpha motor neuron, and it originates in the brain or spinal cord, and they are present in the ventral horn of the spinal cord. The motor unit is the alpha motor neuron plus all the muscle fibers it controls. And that's like about 100 or so muscle fibers approximately. The next slide talks about involuntary movements, which are basically reflexes. They're relatively automatic muscle responses to particular stimuli. They're rapid and often happen without brain involvement. And as all of these movements occur, the muscles involved provide feedback to the brain information. The example of a reflex discussed in the Brain Facts book was the crossed extensor reflex, which allows the body to compensate on one side because of stimulus on the other side. An example of the crossed extensor reflex is when one leg steps on a nail and the other leg will have to extend to balance the body. We also have voluntary and complex movements. So the major region for voluntary and complex movements is the motor cortex, which is right in the image as you can see. And the neurons in this area send signals directly to the alpha motor neurons to activate them. Other brain regions that are important for voluntary and complex movements are the basal ganglia, thalamus, and cerebellum. Problems with the basal ganglia. The basal ganglia is an area in the midbrain and it's used for higher cognitive functions. And a disease associated with the basal ganglia is the Parkinson's disease, and it's the depletion of dopamine producing neurons in the substantia nigra, which is an area in the basal ganglia. The symptoms include rigidity, tremors, and akinesia. In the image, one of the symptoms are the stoop posture. There's also problems with the cerebellum, and the cerebellum is really important for motor learning and coordination. So that's the control of limb movements and eye movements. Disturbance of the cerebellum is caused by long-term alcohol abuse. So that's the end of chapter 3. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you can catch the next video on learning, memory, and emotions. Thank you.